Hello, ducks! Oh, what day is it? If it's Thursday, it's October 13th. Man, this working at home thing, you don't know what day of the week it is. It's good, you know, I really like it, but oh, Dougie just woke up. I'm late this morning, guys. I had to go to the vet. I took Doug to the vet, and I got some of that laser therapy on his shoulder, and I got him some new meds. He's actually drugged up right now. He's sleeping in the front room. He just heard the door and he barked, but I've got him sedated so they can get some rest today. And I just want him to sleep all day. The vet said really he should do nothing for the next month. But unfortunately, you know, we got the ducks here for like, what is it? 2 more weeks today, guys. Actually, 2 weeks today, the ducks leave. Holy mackerels. Man, time is flying here. Which brings me to another thing, guys. The fundraiser, we got to get it done. Like, we're so close. Like, I'll put the links below, like it always is. We got to get it done, man. Like, this is getting close to the wire. I got to write a big check, and I don't have enough money to write that check. Bottom line, I don't know what we're going to do if we don't get it which I'm really finding it hard to believe that we're getting, that it's so hard for us to get to the target this year, considering the channel is twice the size that it was last year, and the fundraiser is almost the exact same size. I'm baffled by it. Anyways, I'm going to go and shoot a bunch of rounds off. Can't do any drone action, guys. The wind is just crazy. This cold front that's blew in. It's been raining all morning here. Not hard enough, actually, but the wind is nuts. Like, oh, we got 2 ducks that came out. The wind is pretty crazy. I guess these 2 Muscovies couldn't wait for me. Yeah, the wind is it's nuts. Well, not nuts. It's just oh, moles. The moles are digging their spots for the winter. If Doug was here right now, he'd be digging that up, trying to get down to them. Yeah, this from last night, guys. Oh, I'm feeling it. My body is wiped out today. I didn't realize it, you know, yesterday when I started working on the bathtub, I did almost 9 hours because I turned the big yard lights on and everything, and I was outside working, and I didn't realize how late it was because I had my supper set, and I came inside the house, and it was 27 minutes. My supper was going to be ready, which was perfect timing after I had my shower, but I was like, I worked far too late. But it was so beautiful out last night. But my body feels that I think I did a grand total. I think the grand total yesterday was either 27 or 31 wheelbarrow loads. I feel it in my legs. I'm a hurting camper today. My age today is showing on my body. Oh, I feel like I actually got beat up a little bit. So let's do, I'm gonna shoot some rounds off here in Ramley. Too many coffees. I had to pump a bunch of coffee into me to wake me up too. I should have put a fleece on today, guys. I'm glad I got my hat on though, because that wind, I'd have an earache by now. It's, you know, the thermometer says it's 8 degrees right now, but the sun keeps trying to come out, which doesn't make any sense because the weather forecast says 8 degrees and rain. Oh, I don't know what's going on. But the ducks are in position, so today's going to be a really good rush. They want out. Holy mackerels. The camera almost came out of my hand here, guys. The wind is so strong. slow ones at the end. That male Muscovy's got a limp. I don't know what happened to him. I noticed it the other day. Magoo's oblivious to everybody's left. Up there at the water. Not a clue. That's so funny, man. That poor duck. I shouldn't laugh. I feel so bad for it. That duck without human help would be history. All right, let's get back on the rush here. They got way ahead of me here because I stayed at the gate. I don't think they're going to stay long at the lake, guys, because it's so windy. Oh, there's that little wobble duck. I'd like to know what's wrong with that duck. It's been like that, guys, since the very first day I've seen it, like a couple months ago. It seems it falls over only if you're near it. If you're standing away from it, if it stays calm, that's the thing I've noticed. If it stays calm, it just has the cutest wobble. But if it gets excited, as in you walk near it, it falls over. So I'm gonna zoom in on this little guy here. I'm gonna try to stay a distance away so you can just see the cute little wobble. There's something wrong with it. I don't know what's wrong with it. But I don't think it's sick. I'm thinking it's some kind of deformity. You know, like so you get that inner ear infection type kind of thing, you know? Where your balance goes off. Here's look at it wobbling though. It's having a hard time this morning. And I'm a good 20 feet away because I'm not trying to stress it out here this morning. This is the wobble duck rush this morning. Okay, now it's in with the others. But it's, you know, it's lived all year, guys. It's had no problem surviving. So I don't know what's wrong with it. I know one thing, that wind sucks. It's a strong north wind. Oh, Disco. Disco didn't want to walk. Yo, come to think of it, guys, the other crosses that we have, the other Muscovy ruin crosses, the two of them, they should fly too, you know. In theory, it's good to see Disco flying though. It might be gimp, but it's got enough fly power that, you know, it can avoid predators. Because I've watched Disco when it really wants to fly. She does some pretty good lengths. She covers a lot of ground. And of course, this morning, the ducks are going to swim all over the place. And it's too windy to get the aerial equipment out. Well, I'm going to navigate the holes of mud here and try to get far enough out here that we can get some good footage. Whoa! Okay. I went the wrong direction. I started walking in that direction, and I should have gone this direction. I went by that stump there because I know I can stand by the stump. I did the other day. All right, I'm in the spot here. I think it's about 10:30, quarter to 11. It might be quarter after 10 actually, because I took Doug to the vet like first thing this morning. I knew last night that I was going to have to take him in. he was seriously limping. After that crazy burst he did with the coyote, you know, Doug does that, where he goes at, you know, that extra 110%, and you know, like he really pours it on, and then he pays for it. But he did screw up the coyote's approach. And hopefully, because of that, the coyote won't come back today. I can't see the coyote coming back today, you know, knowing that Doug's here. And that yesterday, you know, he had to run to avoid Doug. And of course we have that group that swims down the lake. I wonder if it's the same group that keeps going down there. I'm thinking it is. The north wind is nasty, nasty stuff. Okay, the hawk's back. Where are you? I'm trying to get you in the video here. It's so hard to see a little tiny viewfinder. Where are you? There you are. The crows were just beating on him. There he is, guys. I'm pretty sure that's him. The crows are pounding on him. And the ducks are freaking, guys. They're all coming back. He's this guy above us. Yeah, it is the hawk. Hey, is it ever freaking the ducks out? Everybody's coming back. He's gone now. He just flew to the other side of the swamp. You gotta wonder, you know, how do they, their eyesight's gotta be amazing. Because I had a hard time making it out. I was looking up there and I couldn't tell if it was crows. Until I saw the crows, the other two crows beating on the back of them, I didn't know it was the hawk. It's just amazing though, eh? They all come back. I don't know what the difference is hiding back here compared to hiding out in the water. I'm thinking if a hawk came down, I'd want to be in the water. These hawks, they can't handle the water. Actually, if they get wet, they can't swim, they can't fly anymore. They have to get out and dry. Yeah, the hawk's gone, guys. Now the ducks are coming back out. Holy mackerels, the wind is crazy. Okay, now we got some ducks freaked out over here. They're doing a land crossing. Okay, what's freaking you out, ducks? But they didn't panic. I wonder why they do that land crossing and not swim around like they used to. I can't see a turtle. If there is a turtle, he'd be moving really slow because the water's getting cooler. And the ducks are coming over to see me standing here. Yes, ducks, I'm the protection. I'm so glad I put my winter hat on. I almost didn't. The only thing you can fly today, guys, is a kite. It'd be really good kite flying weather actually right now. Really good actually, you get some serious air. All movement is the wind blowing the camera in my hand here. Holy mackerel. I'm thinking tomorrow is going to be a little less windy because this cold air front's blowing in and it should settle down tomorrow and we'll just have cool temperatures. They're saying tomorrow is supposed to be like a high of 12. Back to normal fall weather here. Not this crazy warm weather we're having. Because it's been pretty freaking nice here the last 2 weeks. Oh, there comes some sun. You know, when they first get out in the morning, you know, they clean themselves up and they go like quite aggressive on the cleaning. Everybody's fluffing up. Clean ducks. There's that pretty duck with the white neck. Come on, get out of the way there, Drake. That's a pretty little female. I'm starting to sink. I gotta get out of here. I guess I'm standing in one spot too long. Gotta go check the boat after this rain. Make sure that it's not, well, one, make sure that that automatic bilge pump's working. What a shame this year. Didn't get a lot of boat action happening. Water level's so low that, you know, you can't even use the electric motor. It's not a real lake, you know what I mean? Just a swamp. Okay, the ducks have drilled this out, guys, so much that it's really, really soft. Like, it shouldn't be this soft considering how low the water is. It sure feels like fall. Typical fall, cool, damp day with a nasty wind. Ducks are getting out of the water now. They've had enough of playtime. And considering this, guys, you know, I'm not kidding you. It's like been 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. Tops. Now they're starting to get out and groom themselves on land. The wind is not agreeing with them. Well, it lifts their feathers up, eh? So they lose body heat, and you can see the wind lifting the feathers. And I guess it sort of feels like a draft to them, which makes sense, you know. You know, it's like leaving the door open, a crack. So they get out and dry themselves off and sit down on the shore with their heads tucked underneath their wings and just tolerate the wind. I'm gonna go do the duck chores, do the water, and then go do my edit, see how my dog's doing. He's He's totally zonked out though. Gave him that, I guess it's like a muscle relaxer painkiller type thing. The vet told me absolutely do not let him out because he will like think he's Superman, and really hurt himself because he was walking around the house and there was no limp. But I know he's really hurting because this morning coming down the stairs, I could tell, like when he was coming down the stairs, well, one, he didn't want to come down the stairs, but when he started coming down the stairs, you could see like every second step, he sort of slowed down a little bit. Poor dog, like he poured her on yesterday going after that coyote. It was so fast. It was, man, I just, you know, it's really a shame that his previous owner, you know, he got hurt and his owner did nothing with him. Because the dog, you know, he's just a natural at this. Because I don't say anything, guys. Like I just stand back and let the dog do his thing. And he just does it. And he knows exactly what has to be done. It's just amazing. It's amazing, you know, how, you know, man has bred these dogs over the centuries, you know, to have these abilities. It's just a shame that this one's hurt. And according to what Andrews told me this morning, there is no way of fixing Doug. Surgery is not an option. You do more damage cutting him open. It's soft tissue damage, and he's just gonna have to live with it. Which old Rocco was the same way. He hurt himself when he was about 6-9 months old playing with Buddy in the yard because he was a really big pup, and he used to play rough with my other dog, and he got hurt, and he had a gimp shoulder for 13 years. But he had flare-ups. He'd get better, then he, you know, it depended on what he did. But bottom line is, I know Rocco, when he left, he was gimp, he was limping. So I'm thinking Dougie's gonna be a limping dog for his days on the face of this earth, unfortunately. It's just a shame. I'll show it to you again, guys. I think last night in the dark, it probably didn't show too well. I don't know, I haven't looked at the footage yet, but I just can't believe how many loads of gravel I had to haul down here with the wheelbarrow to fill this area in. I thought 10 loads, you know, and I'd have it all filled in. I did not think I'd be shoveling gravel till, I think, like I said, it was 8:30. It was ridiculously late. Well, I'm doing it under the cover of yard lights. You know, I turned all the lighting on so I could shovel dirt. But I've got a lot more gravel to bring in. So this is what it looks like, the bathtub area. You can see the flat stones starting to appear. The ducks are packing it in. Pretty soon the stones hopefully will be all flat, and it should look pretty good. It should function good too, as it not erode all the patio stones. I've got to stop that problem because it was a pain that it was always, like always, I was always sticking, you know, shingles underneath and pieces of wood to level the tub. And so this is a much slicker setup actually. I was actually shocked that I had this the cement blocks actually behind the garage. Oh, I can't even talk here. I had the cement blocks behind the garage, so I didn't even have to buy those. It's amazing how many patio stones you burn through when you start doing this kind of stuff, though. I think that was like $130 of the patio stones. So that's the end result of the tub. A lot easier to keep clean and no more erosion. I can't believe how much gravel I shoveled just to do that too yesterday. And I've got a lot more gravel to bring in yet because I've got the last rainstorm that I was actually outside. There's some holes that I need to fill in so that the water runs out of the pen. And I'm having no luck, guys. You wouldn't believe what I'm going through. Like I mentioned before, there was this rehab center in town that, you know, they have guys there that, you know, they're in town for the, you know, the rehab, and they're always looking for cash jobs. And I can't believe it, man. As soon as I said shoveling gravel, I went from who wants to work, a lot of hands came up, to shoveling gravel. There was no hands in the room. I couldn't believe it. Nobody. And I didn't say how much I was paying either. Like I didn't mention pay, just the word shoveling gravel. There was no way. It's like everybody, well actually one guy says, well, why don't you just get some equipment? I'm like, it's one load of gravel, man. Last night I was thinking, guys, I was shoveling gravel, and I remember as a kid, you know, back in the early 70s, at my parents' cottage, they got a lot of gravel over the years, and I remember every single load was hand shoveled in wheelbarrows. We did not get equipment back in those days. It was just too expensive. You just shoveled it by hand, and you got the kids involved, and you know, the whole family, and wheelbarrows and neighbors, and just grunt labor, you know. And today everybody's like, you know, oh, just get some equipment. Well, I'm here to hire you. You know, don't you want to work? And they're telling me to get equipment. I don't know, it makes no sense. Stripper. Oh, she's hiding in the back here. Look at this. Okay, this makes no sense. 3 Muscovy males and stripper. This little duck. She puts her wings up like she's like some kind of attack duck, eh? Look at that. Are you like part eagle? These 3 Muscovies, Mo and his 2 new friends, they're going to burger camp. They have to leave. I'm thinking they're the problem in my Muscovy fail hatching. We got to use that new males that we got as breeding stock, so that we'll have a better hatch rate next year on Muscovies. It's really a shame because they're really 3 beautiful big birds. Like beautiful big birds, man. They're big. It's just, it's a shame. That's all I can say. I really like them. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, I like to hatch Muscovies, I'd keep them because I just like them. I just think they're just because they're so big. But they are, bar none, the most useless duck, because 1, they never go to the water. They don't do anything. They just lay around. This is what they do. This is what they will do all day. They're like the worst duck for entertainment. There's no entertainment actually. Just go to the barn and check for that little duck that can barely walk. Well, it can walk, but has those splayed hips that are sticking out. It keeps going into the barn. I brought it out yesterday, put it over by the water and the food. I'm thinking it's gonna have to be put down. It's got no meat, absolutely nothing. I pick it up, guys, and it's just living. That's all it's doing. It's not growing. I thought it was getting stronger walking. It's not. And it's a shame too, because you know, like it's a total waste. I was just going to put it out of his misery, and there's no meat on it. Like it's not even worth cleaning because there actually is no meat on the bird. I picked it up yesterday, and I could actually feel the breastbone, and I felt the breast cavity, and there's no meat. It is the skinniest duck probably on the property. But it can walk, because yesterday I saw it, you know, after I took it over to the feeder and the water, then last night I watched it walking around the yard with the other ducks in the grass. I've taken it down to the water too, and it swam around, and it came back from the lake, from the creek by itself, but it just can't get its strength back to like it is walking better, but because it can't stay here for the winter. It's far too harsh here in the wintertime to have a duck that gimp. So it's like it's in bad shape, that little duck. Anyway, it'll be a that's why, you know, I think, you know, I really should just take the axe and you know, and give it its medicine. But the thing is, guys, is I'm just going to waste it. Like, I'm just killing it to throw it away because there's nothing on it. Like, I can't eat it, and it would take me 20 minutes to pluck it for nothing. Like, seriously, nothing. The only thing I do is, like, you know, kill it, burn its feathers off, and then cook it for Doug. And still, the amount of work involved, it's not even really a snack for Doug. It's a sad topic. That's why I have done nothing. That's why I've just sort of left it. It's not in pain. It's eating. It's drinking water. It's living. It's just not living a real duck life. That's the only problem. And the windstorm has knocked off Oh man, a ton of cedar leaves here. And there's still a whole bunch more to fall off. And as soon as the rest fall off, I gotta get the rake out and rake this up before it makes a real mess. Because once this stuff gets ground into the feces, it really, really makes everything hard to clean up. Oh yes, another thing I've noticed too, guys. I remember this spring we were wondering where all the duck feces went to. Yesterday I watched the ducks breaking up the duck feces, worms. The whole freaking pen is full of those little tiny worms. I couldn't believe it. I watched the ducks tearing up the soil, and I went over and I looked and I kicked with my foot, and there was a bunch of worms. So what's happening, because the pens is so much bigger now, I'm leaving the duck feces longer, the worms are eating the feces. So this could actually work out that I will never probably clean the pen again, unless it gets really sloppy. The worms are eating the feces, and the more worms there are, the more the ducks are eating them. We've almost got an ecosystem here inside the pen. All right, I'm gonna do my chores. I'm bringing the little duck from the barn down here for a swim. I know it can walk back because I've watched it like I think 3 or 4 nights walk back, but for some reason it won't walk down here on its own. So instead of being in the barn or in the pen doing non-duck things, we'll bring it down here so that it can be a duck. I thought I'd do this before I go inside and start editing. Man, you know, the weather is getting worse. The weatherman said it was supposed to actually cool off today, because they had little asterisks on the forecast for abnormal weather trend, and the temperature's definitely dropping. It's getting colder. Well, I've got my winter gloves on, as you notice in the holding the duck here. That's how cool it's getting. Oh, there's little Billy. Still not a lot of feather action on that duck. Sorry, ducky. There you go. Well, I can't get any drone footage today, guys, so we won't be doing a flyby, but I thought I'd give you a view from a different vantage point here. I traversed the other side of the creek here, and I'm standing in the middle of some, yeah, ducks, some seriously shaky ground here. The ducks are not liking me out here though. They got a little bit upset. All camera shaking that you're seeing is the wind. It's pretty intense. Whoa! I gotta try to get in a better position here. I'm balancing. Oh, this is. I've got myself out here. Well, I'll show you where I am. I'm out at this end of the creek. I'm actually walking between the floating parts and the holes. It's this area is really soft. I don't know if that's showing up in the video or not, guys, but it's truly floating vegetation out here. I'm just trying to get a shot because I can't get the drone out. It would be impossible. Well, I shouldn't say. An experienced drone pilot could probably navigate this wind, but being an amateur, I ain't gonna try it. You know, if we didn't have the threat of rain today, I actually just came up with an idea, which I'm going to try. I'm going to come out here with the big tripod and my other camera and just set it up here. Oh, okay, I got a problem here. And set it up here. Okay, I'm on land. Well, sort of land. The next nice day, I'm going to try that, guys. Back to what I'm going to try. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to try. I'm going to come out here with the big tripod and set it up and just let it run and basically get a, a couple hours of the ducks playing at the mouth of the creek here. This seems to be the area that they like to play. And I'm thinking, if I get out there a little farther, set the camera up pointing in, or maybe even in this area pointing that direction, I'm gonna come up with something. Today's not the day though, because it's supposed to be raining. And I really don't want to set the camera up and the mic and everything down here to only, lose a camera and a microphone out of the deal. And with the big tripod set up, I think I might get a high enough that I could get a video for you guys of just, some nothing but ducks playing in the water. It'd actually be pretty cool because the sound, without my rambling, would be actually quite therapeutic. If I had the pivot heads on right now, guys, you'd get an idea how windy it is. The wind noise is pretty intense. But when you look at it this way, that's a lot of ducks. I just zoom out here so you get an idea. Like, that is a lot of ducks. That does look like 900 ducks when they're spread out like this. It's when they're in a tight clump, you don't realize how big they are. How many there are. Oh boy. My mouth, actually my face, guys, my chin is getting pins and needles from the wind. It's that cold. I'm having a hard time talking. My face is just getting pounded by the north wind. Yeah, they're definitely having a good time. Cleaning themselves, enjoying life. Only 2 more weeks and it's over. Oh, I'm depressed now. I hate thinking about that. And then it's time to get ready for winter here. Oh, there's Magoo. Down there by himself playing. I wonder when he came down. He must have came down when I was doing chores, because I didn't see him walk down. And I left him in the pen this morning during the morning rush. I'm actually starting to get an earache through my winter hat. If you're hearing wind noise right now, guys, that's how intense it is. The wind, even with my windsock on the mic, it's a constant blowing in my face north wind right now. The ducks are getting more and more used to me standing here, though. Swimming up to me. What a difference this year, you know, having this all cut. Huge difference, because normally guys, you know, if they're all freaked out by the wind and everything, they would come back to the yard. They're so relaxed. Here's a pretty female. I've seen her before. She's got that tan color head with the leopard body. That's a really pretty duck. So I had an idea, guys, and I don't even know if I want to share it, because, you know, every time I share ideas with you guys, I get a lot of flack or a whole bunch of support. Some days I wonder, you know, which I want, flack or support. But I had an idea about getting rid of all the males and having no males for over the winter, and just keep all the females and just increase the female number and spend the winter looking for drakes, you know, new blood. Because like you know, one thing I've noticed in the, you know, when you're in the online papers and that, when they're giving away ducks, everybody's always trying to get rid of the drakes, and we have so many really cute females, and I've only got so much room here. And if, you know, if I focused on keeping females over the winter, I could crank it up and keep like 80 females, like all females, and really increase the numbers on cute ducks, and then, you know, spend the winter looking for drakes, you know, and try to find myself, basically, you know, if I keep 80 females, I, you know, try to find 7 drakes over the winter, which I don't think would be hard, because if I just put the, you know, the word out that I'm looking for drakes, and then just start picking them up over the winter, and just focus this year when we, you know, on October 27th, when we have to say goodbye to the ducks, is, you know, just focus on females. You know, when I do the sort, really keep all the cute females, because if I got new male blood, I can keep whatever females I want here, and I don't have to worry about inbreeding. And there are so many cute ducks, like, it's like, I could easily pick 80 cute females out of this bunch, like, so easy, and it would be just the coolest looking flock of cute ducks. Like the colors, you know, like it's got an orange color to it. And then we got silver ducks like this. You know, I keep all the ducks that, you know, we've named, you know, like Limpy and you know, all the gimp ducks. I keep those because I think they're cute characters. But I'm thinking like all the old females, you know, that are like, they're, you know, they're getting old now. They're going. This will be their 4th year. You know, send them off to the homeless shelter slaughter, and you know, just keep all new young females. It's a thought. I'm going to chew on the thought. Actually, I'm thinking more and more to be just. It would really make the flock really pretty, and then I could really crank it up and you know, like keep more, you know, females over the winter. You know, and more females means you know, like if I'm keeping 80 females over the winter compared to like normally around 60, you know, that just means more eggs in the spring. Like basically it means a lot more eggs in the spring. And you know, then I'm looking in the winter, you know, this winter I start looking for drakes, and I start adding drakes over the winter. I don't know, I'm leaning towards that, guys, because there are so many, like you guys don't see it all the time. I'm living with the ducks, so I see it. There are so many really pretty females. Almost breathtaking, beautiful ducks. It's almost what they're like. It's a thought. I'm thinking about it. You know, because my females are getting old. They're all from 2013. You know, they are getting old. You know, the limpy ones and the hurt ones. I keep those just because they're cute. And you know, like once a duck gets a name here, sort of becomes part of the show, you know what I mean? But there are a lot of no-name female ducks that are just getting old. It's time for, you know, new characters on the show. And there are so many beautiful ones. Just sharing that with you. So, give me your feedback below, which I know you will. And I'm gonna go do my work. I gotta get my edit done. And I gotta go see how my dog's doing. He is heavily sedated. I looked in the house when I went in to get my gloves, and he wasn't downstairs, so I think he's gone back upstairs and he's sleeping in the spare room. It's the painkillers, eh? He, oh man, he's such a little snuggle bunny when he's all zonked out in the painkillers. It's like, oh, you could just smother him. He's so receptive to getting mauled when he's zonked out like that. It's 6:30, he just woke up. You're not coming out, Doug. Well, you're gonna go out later, but first I gotta go take care of something. The ducks are losing it here. I gotta go down to the swamp and do a bit of a recon here, just make sure everybody's home. But I was just getting my boots on, and the ducks all got freaked out here. I've had a bad afternoon, guys. You wouldn't believe what I've gone through here. So what are you doing, ducks? Are you calm because I'm here? I've had the worst afternoon of editing problems. Something's happened. I have been struggling with the audio. What is going on here? Tonight, you guys, when you're watching the episode tonight, which will be, this video will be 2 days later, but the radio station was coming through on my microphone, and my microphone was really sensitive, and I don't know if it's even sensitive right now because I don't know. I always find out after I edit, but it was like I had to crank the 4 decibels down, and in the background I could hear a radio, and I was like, okay, it was like a ghost sound, and I was like listening to it, and I could hear the words Thanksgiving and a couple things, so I'm thinking it was the radio station. So I don't know how the radio signal could be coming through on the microphone. No idea. So I've been wrestling with audio problems, and all my audio was distorting. Even the audio on the iPad when I'm doing the narration with the drone in the morning, and I've got the big mic set up at the water, you know, getting the duck sounds, and I'm doing the narration like I'm like 100 feet away from the big camera. And I was getting the weird sounds, and I was like, so I've been dealing with that, and then Vegas, because right now Vegas is upgrading, and they have a deal on $199, and you can upgrade to the next version of Vegas. It kept popping up asking me if I wanted to do that, and weird things were happening. So the program was doing lockups, and I couldn't get it to unlock, and it was just bizarre. All right, we got a duck down here. Of course, on the other side of the creek. Why do they always got to be on the other side of the creek? All right, little duck, what are you doing? All right, I'm going to go over there and try to get you. And hopefully you don't do the jump into the water trick on me. I looked up and I saw nothing but water and like no mud, and it had to be the ducks playing in it today. They tore all the mud apart. I do not believe how cold it is, guys. I gotta get my winter jacket out. Okay, are you the little duck with the legs? Are you the one? Yes, you are. Okay, you're on the wrong side of the creek. All right, I got you. Yeah, it is the little duck, guys. The one that I brought down from the barn. The ducks must have chewed all the mud up from the bottom of the creek, because they've reopened the whole creek. There's some mud left right here. Unfortunately, I missed what happened here today. I know nothing bad happened because I've been sitting at the kitchen table working on my problem, and I know, like, I can see the creek. I can see the lake. Actually, I can see the lake, the mouth of the creek perfect from the kitchen table when I'm working over my shoulder. And they never came back. They were totally calm, relaxed all day. They had a great day, actually. Another great day. No freaking and peeking. Nothing was going wrong. But I got to get my winter coat out. I do not believe how cold it is right now. It's like, it's freaking chilly. You wouldn't want to fall in the water and have to deal with this. Ironically, you know, this is actually a really nice day in the wintertime. It would be actually, this would be gorgeous weather. It's just that, you know, this is the transitional season where it's like you go from, your blood's nice and thin from the heat to, you're wishing it was thick for the cold. Ducks are all going to the pen. I gotta get them in, get my edit finished. I can't believe what I went through today with the sound problems. Hey, little ducky. Just brutal. I don't understand why Vegas was doing this to me today. I didn't do anything, didn't update my computer, nothing, no changes. Something changed though. There's things ain't working right today. I hate that when that happens. You know, with any program, you know? All right, duck. There you go. Oh, you're good. That poor duck, man. It can barely walk. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm really torn on that duck, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that duck. It's like, you know, like it isn't hurting, you know, like as in is, you know, it's seriously handicapped. I don't know. Just to kill it just because it's handicapped, that doesn't even seem right, you know, like I got a problem with that too. I think I'm too soft for this life I've chosen when it comes to animals. Oh, there's Magoo. No, Magoo, don't go in there. No, come on. All right, there you go. I bent over, guys, and oh man, the shotgun got caught in the fence. I was bent over trying to hold on to Magoo, and then I went to stand up and I couldn't stand up because the sight on the end of the shotgun was stuck through the wire and had hooked itself. It was, it would have been funny to watch me. I was struggling. All right, I'm gonna get these ducks locked up. Come on, ducks. I'm wearing the wrong clothes. Come on. In you go. I don't have Doug to help me. If Doug was here, it would speed up the process. But I can't have Doug out here running around. He needs to rest. I just watched him walk across the kitchen floor and still limping bad. Come on, ducks. In you go. Alright, these guys are... Look at this. They want to go for maybe I do have to get Doug out here. Hey, come on. Let's go. I gotta get the herding sticks, guys, and get the ducks in. And then I gotta get back in and finish my job that's been dragging out all afternoon.
And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends and enjoy the show.